So welcome back to the channel. So here's what we got. This is our future race trailer. Now this thing is in pretty bad shape. The back of it is tore all off. As you can see, Harper's climbing all over it. The back door, like the skins are tore all off. The sides are tore all up on it. It's wrecked. The biggest damage is up top. The whole roof of it is caved in. So on the back half, the only place the damage goes, it actually stops at this crossbar right here. But this crossbar is supposed to be welded up high like that, and it's actually dropped down. So I'm pretty sure the welds have broke or whatever. So we got to get this back half of the roof off, and the floors tore up right here. The floors tore up right here wherever the something happened. I don't know what exactly happened, but it's in pretty bad shape. The floors are all rotted out from you know, just getting rain in them, and everything right here to start to rot. So we're going to replace from about here all the way back, take the floor up, make sure all the structure is solid, and everything. We've got to fix the back door. A lot of the bars are missing, and I didn't get a you can see that's completely loose. I didn't get a video before I dropped the door. I literally got home and jumped on taking this thing apart, because I actually brought home all of Randy's parts in this thing today. So I got his two doors, his hood, his windshields, everything. So I decided to put them all in here. You know, and the wheel wells are all tore up back here. So all of this over here, you know, has damage. It's been side swiped down the side. It has a bunch of dents right there, but I'm not worried about that. So all of this paneling is tore up in here. The doors tore up. So we got to rescan all of this. All of this trim is tore up. You know, the latches don't work properly. I'm not so worried about that dent in the front. I will probably replace the diamond plate here soon in the future. But the goal for this weekend is, obviously I'm working on Randy's car Saturday, but for today, which is Friday, and for Sunday, is to try to get some of the roughness knocked off this trailer. So try to clean up some of this mess, take off some of this damaged stuff, get it back re-supported, weld in this cross member back up like it's supposed to be, and you know, to start cleaning it up. Maybe Sunday I can start replacing a couple of skins. You know, I'm not too worried about like this stuff. I'll probably just patch that. I don't feel like taking a whole skin off over just that. You know, like I said, I'll probably replace these diamond plates on the front where I jackknifed at a later date, and then we're going to single stage the whole trailer, paint the lights around the top. So sorry about the wind noise. If there's a lot of wind, it's windy here as always. So I'm gonna get at this. I just wanted to kind of show y'all it before I got too deep into this project. Why would anything go my way, right? So fair warning, if you're going to work on your trailer, you're going to replace your skins, you're going to replace your trim, you're going to do anything to your enclosed trailer pretty much, it takes a specialty bit, okay? Now, this little self-tapping screw looks like a normal self-tapping screw Torx head. The problem with it is that it's called a spider bit. It has 8 splines to it, and none of your normal Torx that you have that we work on cars with and all that, or in your little drill bit sets, you know, that come with the bit drivers, you're not going to have it. I actually called a professional tool store. So I called 2 hardware stores. They knew what I was talking about. One didn't have it. Ace Hardware didn't have it, but another Ace Hardware like an hour up the road has it, but I'm not going there. And Hanover Hardware, or no, True Hardware, Hudson Hardware knew exactly what I was talking about. He said that it's called a spider bit, which is, on Google it does show that, and that is generally only one size for trailer skins. So I actually called a professional tool store that specializes in tools that's all they sell in Wilmington, and this dude tells me that he's never even seen one, and that you can just use he's never actually seen one in person, and that you can just use a number 2 square bit, which is what I am using. The problem is that it's stripping a couple of things out. So it's crazy how I call Hudson Hardware, and the guy knows exactly what I'm talking about. He's out of stock right now. He carries them. They won't be in stock until Wednesday. It's Friday. But the professional tool store in Wilmington don't even carry them, and claims they've never seen them, even though they know what they are. So yeah, that's my venture. So I'm going to keep trying to get these stupid little things out with a square bit and a pair of pliers. If I can just get some of this off, these will not be going back in. So fair warning if you're going to be doing any maintenance on your trailer. All right, so here's what we're working with. I just got this back section cut off, you know, got that piece down there on the floor, just kind of tearing it apart so I can start back framing. You know, all of our bars are tore out of it, you know, welds are broke, and actually this one back here I noticed is also broke. So I'm gonna try to see if I can just burn through all this paint, get some nice and hot, and it looks like this one's broke, or starting to break. So you can see up inside there, it's definitely starting to break. So we need to rip all these wires down, and yep, that one's broke. That's the third one. Dude, all they did was put little tacks on these things. That's crazy for a trailer. So we're gonna try to just burn through the paint and go in here, and looks like we need to go back at least 3, and then we'll check all these later. But we need to at least get these 1, 2, 3, and then I think the 4th is that one across there. So I'm gonna go through and start welding the ceiling back in right now, and then start working on trying to refit my piece to the end. I gotta get all this aluminum out the way and see if the piece I have, if I can get it back in there and ratchet strap this thing together. So, which I'm gonna probably need to go ahead and do that anyway. I'll probably tack all the sides of the ceiling on one side and then put a ratchet strap left to right, start cranking it down to suck it back in, take my measurement across the bottom, make sure my measurement is the same across the top so your hole is at least equal, and you know, then weld it this side. So let me get at it and I'll catch back up with y'all. I didn't think about the sparks from the welder falling on the grass, and even though it just rained yesterday, my yard catching on fire. So I caught the yard on fire. Not that big of a spot, it was a little spot, but it happened. Got the back welded all in where it's braced and moved the trailer. There's where I caught the grass on fire. I was trying to have the trailer over top of all this wet area in my yard. My yard is a disaster on the side of the house. I've got to fix this drain issue, but I have got it braced all up. So I went ahead and, you know, pulled my X, just like you do in framing, make sure it's square, X'd it out, and put some giant big tacks up there. So now it's just a matter of welding in little braces and patching where it was ripped out and stuff was bent, you know, like it bent all this. So I've got to hammer that out a little and then put some kind of, you know, 90s in these corners, some corner iron or something to just beef it up. This side I should be able to just burn all that in. If I can just get the tacks enough to get it back to the shop, then Mike will go over top of all my work, because Mike's a way better welder than me. But the goal here at the house is just to kind of get all this back together and get this door stripped down of all this loose metal, this rotted wood off of it, weld back in the braces on the door that are there, and basically get the damaged stuff off. That's the goal for today. So I'm gonna keep out. You can kind of see the condition of the door. All of the supports are broke off of the bottom. They all got to be welded back in. There's 2 completely missing. I'd ripped that piece of plywood off the bottom. You know, the skin was all hanging off of it, off the back. We spray painted no brake lights across it because when we picked this thing up from auction, the brake lights didn't work and we were traveling in the middle of the night. So we did that so people would know there's no brake lights. So I'm gonna try to get the skin off, then close the door up, and get these supports welded back in, the ones that are still there. That way stuff can stop flopping around so much. All right, so that's what we got day 1 done. Got all the stuff off the door, got the door back in its hole, got it all framed back in, got the floor cut out so we can see the damage that's going on in here. Sorry about the wind, I'm sure there's a lot of wind. But yeah, basically that's all I did for today. Got the ladder racks off the roof. It don't look like a lot, but it was a lot. Between getting this back in, square back up, that main cross member put back in the top of it, you know, and all that, it was actually a lot. So I'm wore out. Being in the sun when it's been winter the whole time, I ain't really seen a ton of sun, and then my arms are all burnt up. Look at that, all the welding and everything hitting me, and you know, the little things going inside your gloves and burning you. I feel absolutely beat. So today's Friday, tomorrow's Randy's Fox body Mustang, putting it together, final assembly. So I'm gonna get this back to the shop to store it overnight, and then probably bring it back Sunday and work on actually changing out some of the skins. All right, so we ended up having a busy weekend with a lot going on, and I just did not get a ton done with the trailer. I was never able to go back and pick it up and bring it back to the house to work on it. So I got tied up with Randy's car a little more than I had originally planned in my head whenever I thought about, you know, doing my trailer this weekend. Not not a problem. But as you're seeing at the house, you know what we did get done. You know, we got some progress made on it. So I just kind of wanted to close out this video and keep it short, because we are going to Woodstock this coming weekend, and then the next weekend I think the next weekend is Easter, but I'm hoping to be able to get on the trailer the next weekend. So I don't want to just keep this footage in my phone, and then what ends up happening is you take a 10 or 12 minute video and then it ends up turning into a 20 or 25 or 30 minute video because you didn't dump it at the 15 minute mark. So try not to drag it out for y'all. But I wanted to show you what we paid for the trailer. You know, it did come from IAA. So it come from Lexington, South Carolina. It was totaled. There's the sticker, the stock number and everything. It was wrecked, and actually I can probably try to look the VIN number up and see if it pulls up on a VIN check for the pictures of where it's wrecked, because I don't have them. It's been so long ago. It's like literally like a year ago. We went up there and picked it up, but I'm trying to find a door. I think I'm gonna just go ahead and replace the whole door. I potentially have one up the road a little ways. I just got to go get it. So replace the skins, you know, pretty basics. But yeah, I mean, I think personally on this trailer, I have watched a lot of trailers sell. I'm still watching, you know, for a bigger trailer, but I think on this one, everybody was asleep on the bid. I got this thing for a really good deal. I'm about to show y'all what we got it for. And I think it was just my lucky day. I actually pre-bidded this trailer, weirdly. I don't remember what I pre-bidded. I think I pre-bidded like $800 or $1,000, just in hopes, you know, that would be enough. You know, hoping I could get this thing for like $800, $1,000, because I know all y'all would give $800 or $1,000 for an enclosed trailer that you can fit your car in. The car will fit in there with the parachute, and then I should be able to put cabinets up front in the V-nose area, and that's it. I'm not gonna be able to fit a golf cart or smart car. I can't remember the length on it. I think it's like a 20 or 21 foot. I think it's like a 21 foot, but it's enough to get started on for us. Yeah, that's basically just the start of that. So as we do more with the trailer, I would like to show y'all some stuff that I do, that maybe you can do to your enclosed trailer. I've never really done an enclosed trailer, but I have a ton of ideas. I'm good at fabbing stuff, good at making stuff look good. So I'm hoping I can bring some value to y'all's this race trailer. And once we start on the inside, you know, maybe y'all will want to redo yours, or maybe it'll be boring and you'll click out of this video. So, but let me show you what we paid for the trailer real fast. All right, so here's a cluster or crap of stuff, but I'm gonna explain this to y'all. So this is all of my data from 2021. This is all the most of the vehicles that we bought and sold. They're broke down by lines and where they're located at. I can't retrieve data that far back to show you actual pictures, but I do have the trailer in here, so I want to show y'all that. So if we come down here to the very bottom line, right here in Lexington, South Carolina, okay, there's the VIN number for the trailer. It's a 2014, it's a trailer. There's the date I bought it on back in 2021. There was my bid amount, $275. There's some fees. Then if you come across, we keep across all the way on this line, there's the total. So I paid $413 for my enclosed trailer, dark blue. That is what we paid for our trailer totaled out the door. And then me and Mike had to go to Lexington, South Carolina to pick it up. We were actually going to Darlington for Woodstock in 2021, and we grabbed the trailer and everything at the same time. So there's what we paid for the trailer. Again, I think it was just a fluke. I think people were sleeping that day on it for some reason, because me and Mike literally went up there. I think we put a little air in one of the tires because it was a little slack, but besides that, we spray painted no brake lights across the back. We secured the doors, we hooked to it, we left Lexington, South Carolina, we went to Darlington, South Carolina, we dropped it off at a buddy's house. If you're watching this, shout out to you. I greatly appreciate that. His name was Seth. Dropped it off up there at his place, hit the race, and then after we left the race, we picked it back up and then brought it all the way back to Wilmington. No issues. And then I left from here, took it to the house, worked on it, no issues. So, I mean, it was road ready, besides that it was wrecked on the backside. I think it was my lucky day, because I'm still seeing them go wrecked over $1,000 all day long. If you work hard and you stay at the auctions and you dig and you dig and you dig every week, just like when we buy a truck, you know, you can get the deals. I've showed y'all that. But you really got to put in some time. You're not going to just exit out of this video, get on there, log in, find one, sign up for an account, go put a bid on it, and next week own you a trailer for $400, an enclosed trailer. It don't work like that. So that was a year ago. I've been looking for over a year now for another deal on one that's bigger, and I haven't found nothing that I got a deal on. So we're going to wrap this video up. I'll catch you on the next one. Like, comment, subscribe, share. Thanks for watching, y'all, and I'll see y'all later.